Hello everyone, Morrigan here, and welcome to the 1000 subscriber question and answer audio. I cannot believe we have already reached this milestone this quick. It's crazy, but it's way exciting. So I hope that you enjoy what's coming up, because this one's going to be long. You guys really sent in the questions this time around. But before we start that, I just want to go ahead and make a quick announcement that the showcasing of fan artwork is going to have to be put on hold until the 100 subscriber Q&A. I had quite a few subs that ran out of time, still want to be able to do it. And so those of you that turned your artwork into me, I promise it's saved. I have it. We're just going to wait to showcase it at the next Q&A. So as far as the questions go, I had to divide them up into 4 sections. The first one being ASMR and channel related questions. The second one being personal. Third was more like script and audio questions. And then the last section is just random awesomeness that you guys brought forth. So yeah, it's going to be way interesting. Plus, at the end of the Q&A, I have a very special announcement that all of you guys hopefully will want to hear. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So starting off with the ASMR channel questions, and all of these first groupings come from Twitter. So the first question is from @CribOwens. They ask, are you planning on doing any ear-to-ear whispering in your roleplay audios? They feel that these can be very soothing. To be honest, I hadn't thought about it yet. I understand that the going from one side to the other is really popular. I'm probably going to have to get to know my audio equipment a little better to be able to do that. So that's something, I don't know, I might try. Haven't really thought about it, but I guess I kind of need to now, huh? @ToddWomack1 asked, what ASMR do you listen to as you fall asleep? I'm not into the traditional ASMR of the tapping and the noise and whatnot like that. I enjoy the roleplay audios. And so I have probably 3 to 4 main ones that I go to when I can't sleep or just need to relax a little bit. I listen to Cardlin audio. I listen to Gale Force on YouTube. Of course, Ben, Aussie Ben ASMR, and Cabin in the Woods audio. Those are kind of like my 4 go-to. Each of them brings something really unique and different to their stories. Their voices are so different, so it just kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. But I definitely enjoy the roleplay audios the best. At Mama Night Blossom, she asked, do I have any upcoming projects that I'm looking forward to? Absolutely. I've got a lot of series that I've got tucked back, ready to release. I've got some projects that are coming up, just really cool script ideas that I've come up with that I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy. And I hope that Mama Night Blossom doesn't mind me go ahead and saying this, but she actually invited me to be part of her Aesop's Fable series, and I was so blessed to be able to say yes. And so coming up sometime on her channel, you guys are going to get to hear me work with her fabulous self on that sweet series. So I'm very glad about that. So anyways, yeah, lots of projects coming up that I'm very much looking forward to. Disney Penguin asks, how do collaborations work? Do you record together or separately? I can really only speak for Ben and I, but we record separately. We write out the scripts together, and then I go and record my section and send it to him. And then he will actually listen to my track as he's performing. And if things sync up well enough, then we're good. But there have been times where he's like, hey, this could sound a little better if we did it this way. Let's both record this or re-record this. And so we'll do it individually and then try to mix it. And if the flow just isn't going, we try again. For what I did with Mama Night Blossom, it was just me by myself. It was just me reading a section of text. So I guess it just depends on what the collaboration needs and the people who are collaborating, what you feel is best. At WolfpackGamer01 asks, how long does it take, for one video to edit, render, and upload for you? That's kind of a loaded question, because most of the time what I do is I get in a recording mood. And I have everything set up, everything ready to go, and I'll record as many scripts as I can. And then from there, I kind of wait until I'm in an editing mood, and we'll go in and edit as many as I can, getting everything nice and clean and crisp. and adding in sound effects. And so I guess if I was to do it from start to finish, maybe no more than 2 or 3 hours. And that's probably like with distractions. If I could just be able to sit down and focus, I could probably do a lot faster. But, you know, every once in a while, I'm that proverbial dog and I'm like, oh, hey, squirrel, you know, this is fun. Or someone's texting me, or this is happening, or one of my warriors is tweeting me. Let's go look at that. So I guess that just kind of depends too. Yeah. All right. On YouTube. All these next ones are from YouTube. It's Aditya Akbar asks, how often do you make ASMR audios, and how do you not let yourself run out of ideas? Right now I record where I can. It's a busy time of year for me. I've got a lot of things going on. And so if I find I've got a little bit in the morning, I'll do that. Or normally it's late at night. But I just record where I can. And how do I not run out of ideas? I keep a running list of things kind of as they come to me. I've got a little like note thing in my phone that if something comes up, I'll write it down. Or if I see something on a television show or a movie or on the internet, or even just see a friend or a family member going through a situation that I might think, hey, you know, that might not be a bad script to do. I keep a running list, and I hope that as time goes on, I'll have more and more of my warriors, my subscribers to start putting in some ideas, and I've been getting some great ones, and we'll actually have a section about that coming up. So, Andrew Hutton asked, what is your favorite type of role play to do? There's some types that you guys haven't heard yet, and they've been fun for me just because they push my envelope a little bit. The Yandere was interesting, and the response to them was very interesting too. But I guess down to my core, I guess it has to be like the girlfriend audios. Just the caring, sweet ones are my favorite. But I'm definitely liking the getting out of my comfort zone. So Andrew says, where do you draw inspiration from? I'm going to assume he means from my ASMR stuff, and I kind of covered that a little bit ago. But if it just means general inspiration, from everything: music, friends, family, the world, anywhere I can get inspiration, I get it. Andrew also asks, can you do any good accents? Apparently Andrew's from Scotland, and everybody loves to listen to him speak. And he said, and if so, do you intend on making videos based around them? I can do a few accents, but not very well. I used to be able to do a Scottish accent for a little while. I have to think about it. Let's see. I'm actually chickening out. I was going to sit here and do an accent, and now I'm completely chickening out. Every once in a while I can sound like I'm from Ireland, from Dublin. But yeah, it comes and goes. I have to be kind of in the mindset. Of course, I can do okay British. I'm not even going to try Australian because Ben will so make fun of me if I do that. So I know a few, but as of right now, no, I'm not going to be using any other accents but my own, the one that comes naturally, that cannot leave me. Joe Phil says, or asks, nowadays ASMR channels are booming on YouTube. How are you going to face such a tough competition? I don't see ASMR as a competition. If I did, I think it would drive me insane, because there's so much amazing talent, so many people, so much better than me. But I feel that we all meet different needs. I mean, if you listen to any ASMR artist, in particular the role play ones, since that's the category I fit into. My sound and my stories are different than, anybody else. And I feel that it's not a competition. We're just here to make people feel better, to give a listening, a caring ear, to make people laugh, to make people feel comforted. And I don't think that it needs to be a competition, and I don't want it to be. I just, I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, because apparently y'all guys like that. And just keep trying to do it better and stay true to who I am and to what my subs want. So Joel also says, are your future videos going to be more creative? No offense to the existing ones. Yeah, I hope they are. I'm trying some new genres and different things coming up, and trying to you know, maybe even get a little grittier in some of the topics of my audios, not just the sweet lovey-dovey stuff, but, you know, try to dig down a little deeper. So maybe they will be a little more creative for you there, Joel. Crimson Valkyrie asks, which of all the audios you've done is your favorite? Oh, please don't make me answer that. Please don't make me answer that. I've been racking my brain all evening about this. I can't answer that. And I know I've got another subscriber who said I have to answer the same question and I have to pick one. Good God. I guess I'm going to have to go as of right now with the Rise and Shine Sweetheart, where Morrigan wakes up the listener. That one was complete improv, and it turned out just to be real sweet and real funny. So if I had to pick one, which you're killing me, Smalls, yeah, I guess I would have to go with that one. Crimson also asked, what are the audios coming up about, or can I give a small description of them? Okay, so what I plan on doing is, if the channel continues to grow, like what we did with the Yandere story, where it was a new episode coming out every 100 subscribers gained. I want to continue to do that. I thought that was a really cool thing. It wasn't me just saying, hey, thank you, over and over and over again. So I have a vigilante series that is going to come up, to where the listener is a vigilante and is saving Morrigan. I do have some fantasy roleplay that's ready to be released. One of which is vampire. And I know I've gotten quite a bit of requests for that. Some other ones that I just kind of have ready to rock and roll are, I've got one about a military wife. I've got one that was an actual sub idea of like something in the medieval times. So I've got several different things I'm working on. Plus just your standard, you know, cute, comfort, sweet, lovey-dovey, that sort of thing. So that's a few of what's coming up there. Hypoglance87 asked, what inspired you to do ASMR? Okay. Hypoglance was the other one that wanted to know which favorite audio that I've done. What inspired me to do ASMR? I found, I guess, the community, if you will, back in December of last year, and just really fell in love with the roleplay audios. And I had found Cardlin audio first, and just listened to his amazing talent and these amazing stories, and was like, hey, you know, that's something that I could do. You know, I think I have a decent enough voice, and I think I can act pretty well, so why not give it a shot? And so it was pretty much based off of Cardlin. And that goes into, and I'm so going to butcher this name, Yanye Sergey Mango's question of how did I get into this sort of thing? I really just thought, hey, you know, I need to give back to the community that's given me so much. And plus, too, I just kind of wanted to see if I could do it. If there would be people crazy enough to listen to me tell these stories. So, yeah. Rex Ultimate asks, why do you do ASMR? It is an amazing creative outlet for me. Just getting to create these stories and these, you know, times and places that help people and bring people comfort. It's very fulfilling on several levels. Creatively, it's just an all-around awesome experience. Dark Spirit 4444 also asked what my favorite roleplay from my videos was. Guys, don't ask me things like that. It's tough to pick. That's like asking me, hey, here, pick your favorite, you know, child or something. Lord White Blanco asked, why did you start to make girlfriend audios? Again, I liked the roleplay ones. I think they're what I'm best at. I do try to put a little bit of the triggering sounds of like the back scratching or the head scratching or the rain in there, because they're things that relax me. But the role plays, the girlfriends girlfriend role plays were just kind of what I was drawn to. So, Bruno Souza asks, how long have you been into ASMR? Well, I've been listening since December, but I started my YouTube channel in, I think, the end of February of this year. So really and truly, not very long at all. The Dark Thunder 1000 asked, what made you decide to do girlfriend ASMR role plays rather than the other? Oh, hey, answered that one. Never mind. LJ Magbag asked, are there any other YouTubers that you like to watch and listen to? Like I said, MorriganAudio, Aussie Ben, Gale Force, Cabin in the Woods, and then I can't believe I'm actually admitting to this one. I actually subscribe to Dr. Pimple Popper. I know it is so gross. I freak people out when I tell them, but I love watching those videos. So here we go, guys. Morrigan's deep, dark secret is that she is a pimple popper. I can't help it. It's gross. It's disgusting. I love it. Can't change me. It's just the way it is. They also ask, what does ASMR mean to you? ASMR means to me just comfort on so many levels, whether it's, just to be comforted to fall asleep, to be comforted because you're going through something tough, to have comfort brought to you by laughing, anything like that. ASMR to me just means comfort in any form that you can give it. Next up, now I butchered this name last time, and she told me about it and never told me how to say her name, so she stuck with the butchering again. Extreme Otaku asked, how did Ben and I cross paths? I had listened to Ben's work on his channel for a little while, and I guess somehow he found mine. And he commented on one of the audios about, hey, this was really good. I enjoy your work. I think I replied. And he said, hey, we ought to collab. And I replied back, don't tempt me. And it just kind of started from there. And so it just happened to be through comments on one of my audios that we were able to connect and be able to do the series that we've been doing. She also wants to know if Ben and I have seen each other's faces, or do we remain anonymous to each other? Ben and I have not seen each other. We both respect each other enough that we wanted to keep our identities safe. Not that I don't trust Ben, not that I don't think, not that I think he would do anything, but it's just professionalism. It was never assumed. It was never asked. Everything has been done, anonymously. So, all right. So that ends the first section of the Q&A, and now we're moving on to the personal section. So from Twitter at YahirMa27673219, they ask, what do I dream about? And I'm not sure if you meant literally, like what I dream about, or like philosophically. So I'm just going to go with literally. I'm not going to give specifics, but I'm a very vivid dreamer. I dream in color and sounds and smells, and very, very much in detail. I've woken myself up and be moving the way I was moving in my dream, or wake myself up talking or making noises like I was in my dream. So I'm very, very connected. I can remember dreams actually that I had 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm weird. But yeah, I dream very vividly in color, sound, smell, all of that. They also ask, what are your biggest pet peeves? First one, people who are rude to waiters and waitresses. I waited tables for 2 years of my life. Okay, I know how hard that people bust their butts to do that, and it drives me insane when people are just rude to them because they think they're like beneath them because they're servers, which is bullcrap. So I can't stand people who treat waiters and waitresses rude for no reason. And then me being a pet owner, it drives me crazy when pet owners do not clean up after their pets' business in public places. It's the most disgusting thing ever. Every time that my dog does their business, it's cleaned up. but it drives me crazy when other people don't have the common decency to do that as well. So those are my two biggest pet peeves. At Spencer Bryant B4 asks, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm probably going to lose subs over this, but no, I haven't seen either one of them. I've been told they're awesome and that they're amazing and they look so. I just never got around to seeing the first one in movie theaters, so I'm not going to go see the second one until I see the first one. But I've got to find the first one on DVD. So it's a little bit of a process right now. But no, I've heard they're amazing. I just need to get my butt in gear and do that. So he also asked, do I watch The Walking Dead? Yes, I love The Walking Dead. It is my favorite TV series right now that's out. I do watch a lot of them, but The Walking Dead is my absolute favorite. At EA Vielma asks, do I have a dream job or career or a college degree that I want to pursue in the future? No, I already have my college degree. My day job is one that you could consider one of my dream jobs. Other ones, hey, I would like to be, independently wealthy and be able to do what I want. There's lots of different things, but pretty much right now my life is good, is where it's supposed to be professionally. At Todd Womack 1 asked, have you ever considered doing audiobooks? No, not really. To be honest, I don't know that I'm good enough for audiobooks. I like to read, so I don't ever listen to audiobooks, but the few that I have, oh my God, those people were amazing. And I just don't think I've got the chops for that, but Todd also asks, have I had any professional speaking training or voice classes? No. I just have kind of always been really good at public speaking. That and being able to make an idiot of myself in front of people. No, I'm teasing. No, I just have always been able to speak comfortably, naturally. And so I guess that just kind of comes across in my audios. At Olivia Lucien asks, did you have any favorite hobbies growing up? Reading. I always had a book in my hand. Loved to read. Also loved movies. Always been a big movie buff as well. Growing up, I couldn't draw. I wasn't into sports. I just was kind of your easygoing kid, I guess. She also asks, what is the best thing about nature in my opinion? Well, I prefer cold nature over hot nature. If I've got to be outside, I want it to be cold. I would so much rather be cold. But I like the fact that nature, just reminds us that we are something very, very small on this planet, and that things are going to go on and move on no matter what we're going through. And change can be a good thing because, without one season, the other season wouldn't be as appreciated. And so I think that just kind of goes hand in hand. She also asks, do you remember what you said you wanted to be when you grew up as a child? If you do remember, then what? I think I was your typical child. I think it started off that I wanted to be a movie star. And then from there, I wanted to be a singer. And that got shut down real quick when I figured out I couldn't sing. And then from there, I think it went doctor, teacher, veterinarian. And then it went back to movie star. It's just, it's typical. Just your normal all the way through. What kids always say, they go through their little spells of different things. So, at Sleepless Student asks, what are my favorite comedy movies? I guess I kind of like, I'm a typical girl. I like the romantic comedies, but if I just am going to do like something stupid, not really stupid, but where you don't have to think a lot. I love some of the classics like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, The Three Amigos. I'm trying to think of some more recent ones, like Men in Tights. Just, Mel Brooks, goofy, silly stuff. I do enjoy those when I don't want to have to think or follow along in a movie. And Sleepless also asked, how does it feel to be a celebrity? I don't know, because I'm not one. I'm just this simple little person who decided to put up a YouTube channel and wonders every single day how I got to where I am with this. So no, I do not consider myself a celebrity at all, but thank you. At WolfpackGamer01 asks, have you ever thought of or wanted to play an instrument? I kind of did the whole band thing in middle school. Yeah, I don't have any musical talent whatsoever except turning the radio on and off, pretty much. If I could play an instrument, I would want to wail on the drums. I would want to be a drummer. Chick drummers are just so kick butt. I love them. I think they're awesome. All right, shifting over to questions from YouTube. Joel Phil asks, what is the happiest moment of your life, or what is the most regretful moment of your life? I'm thinking I can ask one or the other. I guess I would have to go with the happiest moment of my life. And it was the moment that I found my passion at a very, very young age. I found, what makes my soul sing, and having that be part of who I am. That's definitely the happiest moment of my life, was knowing exactly where I was supposed to be, where I best fit into this world. And so, yeah, that would have to be when my heart found its passion. Joel also asked, do I have any other goals in life other than becoming an ASMR artist? Of course I do. I have lots of goals. I mean, I've got personal goals. I've got professional goals. One of my personal ones, someday I want to do the whole family thing. I want to be married with kids and get to experience all of that professionally, just, to continue being better at what I do. And just the general goal in life is to be happy, to make others happy. I know that sounds a little philosophical, but it's true. Joel also asks, will I ever do a face reveal? No, I'm sorry, I won't. I'm going to take kind of a page from MorriganAudio's book. I want Morrigan to look like what you want her to look like, what you need her to look like. In real life, some people might think that I am the prettiest thing ever, and some people might be, not even give me a second look. And I don't want to ruin that, I guess. Ruin the fantasy a little bit. So, no, I will not reveal my face, so I'm sorry about that. Daniel Ray asked, if you like college football, who's your team? I don't like college football. I only watch it when I'm around family, because I have got so many football fans in my family. But normally, if we're sitting watching it, I'm either on my phone, or I'm reading a book, or I'm talking to people, not really paying attention to the game itself. Lord White Blanco asked where I'm from. I'm not going to give any specifics, just for anonymity's sake. Let's just say that I am in the U.S. and I am from the South. That's all I'm going to say on that. And then he asks, do you like pineapple on your pizza? No, I'm not one of those people. If I'm going to have pineapple, I want it separate so I can enjoy it. I don't want it mixed with anything else. Just no pineapple on the pizza. No. Bruno Souza asks, what TV series do you watch or like? Walking Dead. Like I said, I love The Walking Dead. I like Stranger Things. It's a network. It's a Netflix TV series. I like The Big Bang Theory. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I watch. Game of Thrones. Big Game of Thrones fan. Orange is the New Black. Orphan Black. There's another one. So those are just a few of them that I enjoy from time to time. All right, here is another one that I butchered last time. I said I pronounced it Sejored, and that's not right. So anyways, you know who you are. You thought it was cute the way I said it, so there you go. Their question is, aren't some of the comments a bit creepy, even if they're meant well? And he said not to be mean, but I wonder how you cope with some of the comments. They actually were kind of like, you don't have to include this question if you don't want to. And I thought, well, I might as well. Some of the comments surprised me, I guess you could say. just because of the amount of like love that you guys give back, or like, oh, I'm trying to find the word, enthusiasm that you guys give. And it's crazy in my mind that people can feel that way about me just from my voice. And even though, you know, they do come across sometimes, you know, as they put it, maybe a little creepy, I can only hope that they come from a very positive place towards me, and that they are meant with the best of intentions and the utmost support. So I just have to think, you know, that's where they're coming from. That's where I have to hope where they're coming from. The next question from them was, are you a pessimist, an optimist? Are you a pessimist, an optimist, or a realist? I am an optimist. I am going to try to see the best in everything because life is too short to be pissed off all the time. Yeah, you know, you gotta have hope. You gotta, you know, think things are gonna be good. Otherwise, you're just gonna sit there and be negative. And I can't be negative. I'm not a negative person, or at least I try not to be. Sidora had also asked, wine or beer, or no alcohol. I actually don't drink. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just don't. It's just something that, you know, I just have never been into. So I'm normally the designated driver, which makes for some amazing stories, you know, the next morning. So Jade Snow asks, what is my favorite movie? And would I ever do a role play linking to it in some way? My favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz. And I don't know if I could do a role play linking to that. That's a very interesting idea, Jade. I'm going to have to see about that. So, LJ Magbag asked, is voice acting an interest you had when you were younger? No. No clue. This just kind of happened. Do you have a favorite character that you like to impersonate? No, but I do talk in movie quotes all the time. I drive my friends and family crazy. Because if there's a movie line about it, I'm going to stick it somewhere in normal everyday conversation. LJ also asked about favorite TV shows and movies. Some other ones that are my favorite, of course, I love like The Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge geek in that expense. I love Harry Potter. Princess Bride is a great classic too. LJ also wants to know what I like to do in my free time. Right now is sleep. I'm just so busy this time of year with everything going on that I would literally love to crawl in my bed and not leave for several days. But when I'm normally well rested, I read, I hang out with friends. I love to go to the movies. I like to go, you know, just see live bands on the weekends, just all sorts of different things. I don't pigeonhole myself, I guess you could say, in my interests. Am I an early bird or a night owl? Oh my God, I am a night owl. If I could find a job to where I didn't have to go to bed until midnight or 1 and not get up until 10 in the morning, that would be perfect. I'm so a night owl. I think that's part of the reason why I rain on Aussie Ben's. You know, he's such a morning person on his Twitter parades, because I can't stand having to be up early. I'd rather be up way, way late. Last question from LJ. What are my favorite colors? I love purple and I love green. Those are my favorite. Extreme Otaku, and I pronounced that wrong again, I know, asked me coffee or tea. I prefer iced tea over hot, and I drink it more than I do coffee, but I'm actually more of a coffee snob. I put more creamer in my coffee than actual coffee, so I guess you could say I drink creamer with a little bit of coffee on that. Next question from them is my favorite band. I love Panic at the Disco. They're my absolute favorite, and I was so excited to hear that Brendan Urie is actually going to be on Broadway for this summer, which is an awesome thing, which actually leads into their next question about, do I listen or watch Broadway? I do. And what is my favorite musical? Love Wicked. Absolutely love Wicked. I've gotten to see it a couple of times, and it's just phenomenal. Last question from Extreme. Are you a vegetarian, vegan, or do you eat meat? I'm a carnivore. I eat meat. I know that sounds horrible maybe for some of you. That's all about, you know, being healthier and whatnot. Nope, sorry, this girl eats meat. Okie dokie. Okay, I think that does it for personal questions. So going on to script and audio questions from Twitter at ToddWomack1. He gave 2 script suggestions about a boyfriend finding out about a severe medical diagnosis, which is a great idea, although please don't tell Ben that, because he will swear up and down that I will try to put somebody in a coma. And there are several subscribers that will do the same thing. But yes, I think that is a very neat suggestion. The second suggestion was an audio about a soldier or a sailor returning home from a tour. I actually have a series in mind coming up possibly about that. I know of at least one audio that has a military air to it that's coming up. So from there. From YouTube, Aussie Ben asks, with so many script ideas and submissions, how do I choose which ones to prioritize and which ones to do first? A lot of times, if there's a lot of calls for another installation in a series, and I can see people are really wanting to get to that, I'll try to get that out sooner. If there's been a lot of requests for a certain topic, but sometimes it's just whatever I'm feeling for that day. What kind of mood am I in? What's going to help me as far as my performance? Because I don't want to do, really sad ones or something when I'm in a super happy mood. So I try to prioritize just based off of what people are asking, what I'm feeling, and going from there. Ben also says or asks, what type of ideas tend to capture your creative attention? That's a tough one. I think more so the ones to where, I don't know, that are a little edgier. I kind of seem to be wanting to push the envelope a little bit more and more lately, and so those seem to be the ones that I'm jumping on. Sleeper Student asks, where is the last survivor of my clan audio thingy? And he's referring to the Family Business series. I am still in the works with that. It's actually turned into a bigger collaboration than what I intended in the beginning, and so I'm actually in contacts with another ASMR artist to see if they would be willing to help voice a character in that. The Hunter Saga actually, as of right now, has 6 episodes in it. Just got to find that final voice for the collaboration. At Gooey Mutt asks, would you be willing to do girlfriend role plays for females? This really brought up a good point. I need to be a little more gender neutral in my audios. I do. Now that I'm realizing that I do have quite a few female subscribers that come over, it's something that I definitely need to start instituting and being more aware of. So, Lone Wolf 22 from YouTube asks, will you be doing an add-on video to the Carrying Stranger audio? I've gotten a lot of requests for a second one of that, so I think I'm going to have to continue that as well. Apparently, I am the queen of series here. I think that's what my niche is going to be, that I am the series queen. Christy C says, you do several audios that center around hospitals, accidents, or illnesses. So I've just wondered if you had a background in nursing or a professional caregiver. No, I don't. I just feel like I'm a really caring person. And I know that sometimes those types of situations tend to be the most stressful when there's not someone there with you. And I guess I just kind of gravitated that I'm a naturally caring person. And so I'm hoping that comes across in my audios. Garrett Van Roy asked, had a script suggestion, could I do a goddess ASMR? I'll see if I can't get to that. H Black Wolf 2003 said, will you continue the Yandere or do a new story? I think the storyline that we've done is done. I'm looking at going and doing a Yandere series, but doing it from where Morrigan is the on the receiving end instead of the instigating end of that. But yes, and that leads into a question from David Z 198. Am I going to do more Yandere? Yes, I will do more Yandere. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am, but who knows? Then I had a subscriber from YouTube. The first name is Luqman. Lukewarm, I don't know, but wanted to know if I would do a torture ASMR. To be honest, I'm not sure about that one. The yandere was really out of my comfort zone, and I think that might push me over the limit just a little. But I appreciate you asking. Predator 5 Rules asks, or says, would you make a part 2 of the meeting your parents for the listeners meeting your parents for the first time? I will put that one, I will put that one on my to-do list. So, Dark Thunder 1000 asked, how many ideas and script submissions have you received since you asked us for them? In the whole form thing I created, 3. So maybe the form is not the way to go, but there's been quite a few, as you can tell, that have just been commented on the YouTube videos. At Crib Owens asked from Twitter, have you ever had to put a story idea aside because it was too painful to continue? I haven't come across that yet. You know, I don't know if I will, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. And I think that's all for the script one. All right, moving on to random awesomeness. Off of Twitter, Crib Owens asked, if time and finances were not an obstacle, how would you spend your days and with whom? Well, I would spend my days not starting them until 10 o'clock in the morning. I would spend my days doing whatever I wanted with whomever I wanted. If I wanted to pick up friends and us go somewhere, or if it was me, you know, volunteering for some organization, you know, I don't know. I would just want to be able to kind of live life at my own pace and not the pace that is sometimes set for me. I'd want to be with family and with friends, just the people who make me better every single day. At Olivia Lucien says, would you rather feel like you're going to sneeze for the rest of your life or hiccup nonstop each month? Oh man. I guess I'm going to have to go with feeling like I'm going to sneeze, even though it burns like crazy. Hiccups can hurt, especially the ones that get like deep down in your chest. So I'm going to have to go with sneeze. Feel like I'm going to sneeze for the rest of my life. On YouTube, Sleepless Student asks, do you enjoy bringing people pain, or is it something you don't control? If you follow the comments at all on any of my audios and Twitter, Sleepless Student has joined forces with Aussie Ben about making fun of me for having so many of these audios have somebody who's hurt or sick or in a coma. So no, I don't enjoy bringing people pain. Apparently, it's something I can't control. Sleepless also said, if you had $1 for each time Ben and I annoyed you, what torture device would you spend your money on? I wouldn't spend my money on a torture device. I would lock you two up and throw away the key and never have to deal with you two anymore. No, I'm teasing. No, I just would pocket the money and do something with it and just let you two, distract each other, keep each other company. Next question, Dixie Maetzer Gogo asks, what is the meaning of life? Yeah, easy question there, Dixie. Thanks. Meaning of life. Meaning of life. I think the meaning of life is finding what you love and doing it with as much heart and passion as you can, and finding who you love and loving them with all that you are and with everything that you can. That's what I think the meaning of life is. Solo Sombra asks, this was one that cracked me up so bad. All right, so God comes to you and says, Morrigan, I can put you back into your 10-year-old self with all of the knowledge you currently have, or take you forward to where you're 50 years old and give you $50 million. What would you do? I'm going back to my 10-year-old self. If I could go back then and know everything that I know now, oh, heck yeah. Talk about, not making some of those proverbial mistakes and being stupid and, realizing things sooner, knowing how they were going to work out in the end. I would so go back till I was 10. And then Solo asks, would you take the blue pill and be able to fly but be blind, or take the red pill and be able to breathe underwater but lose function of your legs? I'm going to have to say fly but be blind, so I'm taking the blue pill. Because I'm thinking, when you lose a sense, your other senses become heightened. So even if I can fly, and even though I'm blind, maybe I'll, learn how to do echolocation or something. Yeah. Lord White Blanco asks, is it really this awesome to have a girlfriend, or is it just fiction? I can't speak for any other woman on the planet, but I do put a lot of myself into Morrigan when she is talking to a significant other. There are things that I would say to my significant other in that situation, or at least I hope I would. So I don't know if it's really awesome to have that girlfriend, but it's the type of girlfriend that I would strive to be. So I hope that answers it for you. Jade Snow asked, if you would have personally witnessed anything, what would you have seen? Now I'm trying to go through all of those things in history class that I learned. I don't know. I guess not that I would have wanted to be on it, but I think I would have loved to have seen the Titanic. Don't want to be on it when it goes down, but I think it would have been cool to see that. I think that it would have been awesome to kind of see, like, I don't know, the pioneer days, the Wild West, just how things were simple back then. But then again, I would miss my phone and I would be like, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. LJ Magbag asked, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I want to see Ireland so bad. Ireland would be one, Italy, and probably Australia. Probably those three have always been my main ones there. So, and then LJ also asked, if you got stranded on a desert island, what 3 things would you bring? Okay. I could go, the normal route and say water, food, whatever. But you didn't specify there, LJ. So I'm going to say, if I'm stranded on an island, I would be bringing a boat, some sort of tent, and supplies. That's cheating, isn't it? All right, last question of the Q&A. Shajorid asked, what is my weirdest internet experience? This. Me having a YouTube channel that people come to over and over and over again and support me, and just because they like the sound of my voice. That is very, very weird to me. But it's the most amazing internet experience that I've had as well. So know that you're very, very much appreciated. So, wow, that I think is almost an hour of me talking. And so I hope that none of you have, fallen asleep. But with the end of the Q&A comes the special surprise announcement. And so, as a thank you for reaching 1,000 subscribers, come June 1st, I will start uploading audios 3 days a week. Instead of the schedule being Monday and Thursday, I will upload on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So as a very, very special thank you to y'all who apparently like my audios, I'm going to give you more. So I hope that you guys will be excited for that. So June 1st, we go from 2 audios a week to 3. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out and putting up with me during this Q&A. We'll do it again, hopefully, at 1,500 subscribers. Please make sure that you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. All the links are in the description below. Thank you so very much, guys. I am going to sign off here and actually go get some sleep. But just know that you guys bless me, and me getting to do this is a dream. So with all of my love, my warriors, until next time.